Welcome back, art friends. We are on day 2 of one of my favorite artists, Alexander Calder, and he is mostly known for, or best known for, inventing the mobile. And remember yesterday, if you saw my Calder day 1, I showed you the little mobile I'm working on with these little fish. Aren't they cute? And they are hanging with some fish line string. I have to still trim it up and fix it up. I might add a couple more little fish. And I just use pipe cleaners and beads. So that's something to look forward to later this week. That is probably the thing that Alexander Calder is known for. However, he's also known for his stables. And those are pieces of art that don't move. Mobiles do move, or mobile. I looked it up on Google, by the way. You can say it whichever way you want. Now I know. While the mobiles do move, they're mobile, they move around. Stables don't. They stay put. And here's my little example of one. This is going to be fun for us. We're going to do this, I think, on Thursday. So in a couple more, day 4 maybe. This one is also with pipe cleaners. And this is a cereal box. So boys and girls, eat your cereal. Save the box this week because you're going to need it later in the week. So that's just a little heads up. But the stables might have something moving or moving parts, but the main part of this sculpture does not move. So the fun thing for us is that we're going to work on balance and how do we figure that out, a little experimenting. That's Thursday, so stay tuned. But today, boys and girls, we're going to do another piece to imitate and think about Calder's work. And we're going to use the same 3 colors as yesterday. Do you remember what they are? They're primaries, so that means red, yellow, and blue. Correct. And actually, red is Calder's favorite color, I found out. So there's just another tidbit about him. Yesterday, I told you he was born in Pennsylvania, so he's an American artist. And both of his parents were also artists. Good, you're remembering. All right, so he started out with wood, then he got to work with metal, and he was also painting. So he did all kinds of fun things, but mainly the sculptures and the mobiles. That's what he did the most of. So we will get into that later this week. So for today, boys and girls, you are going to need some paper. You're going to need big white paper, and you're going to need nice organic scraps of black paper. All right, so 2 kinds of paper, big white organic shapes of black, all different sizes. This one's kind of long and thin, like a good and plenty. This one's more like a jelly bean. I don't know, they're just all different. All right, so you might want to sit and cut those shapes. I really did not worry about drawing them. I just let my scissors make whatever, but just kind of rounded, oval, organic shapes. We don't really need like flowers or any special shapes, and definitely no points or corners. All right, so we need those. A black crayon or oil pastel would be great. And then you can decide if you want to use the paints, you can. If you do not have paints, it's okay. Don't turn off the video. I have a solution for you. You can use marker. You can use other colored crayons. You could use colored pencils. If you have chalk, that would be a cool solution too. So I can't wait to see what you come up with. So grab your supplies and press pause and then come on back, okay? All right, welcome back. So this is another easy project for you. I thought I'll start off the week a little bit easy, introduce you to Alexander Calder, and now we'll get progressively difficult. This week we'll make those mobiles and stables. All right, so I'm gonna start at the bottom of the page, and I'm just gonna kind of add an arch. All right, an arch is a line that's kind of curved like a hill or a rainbow. And this is what my little stables, or I don't know what you want to call these little pieces of art are going to come from, all right? But they're going to also go through my hill, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So now I have my hill or my arch, and I'm going to draw several, oopsie, my tape doesn't always stay. Sorry, boys and girls. Several lines to go through it. So all the way through into the bottom of the page. And they're just going to crisscross, and sometimes they're going to bump into each other. Sometimes they're going to go through one another. And you can decide how many you like. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll make one more over here. And I'm holding my paper. And it's okay if they crisscross. It's actually nice because it's going to give us some more little shapes to paint in a minute. All right, so we have our lines, we have our crisscrosses, and next, oh, I forgot to say, with the black scraps, you're going to need some glue. So run and grab that if you don't have it. I'm going to decide where these little black scraps are going to go. Each one is going to sit on the top of one of my lines, all right? So that it kind of looks like it's floating. We're going to give the illusion of a little bit of movement, and especially with the colors and thinking about Alexander Calder, we'll kind of get that feeling that they maybe do move, maybe in the breeze or when someone walks by. So I'm going to put the glue right on my paper. You can decide if you want rather to put it on your shape. I just think it's a little bit less likely for me to get messy if I do it this way. All right, so I'm going to put the glue on and add my shapes. And then I'll see how it looks. I might decide, oh, I kind of need another 1 or 2. So then I'll know. All right, these nice organic shapes. Can you see those? They're pretty fun, aren't they? This one I think has lots of space, so I'm going to make it nice and big. How about this one right there? And this one, maybe I'll make, let's see, another jelly bean one over there. I do. Okay. Don't worry about the glue when it dries. It will dry clear. All right, so I think I want a couple more. For sure, I want this guy, this nice long kind of Good and Plenty. That's one of my favorite candies. I can just munch them all day. And I also know that Miss Gail likes those too. Not very many people do, I think, but we do, her and I. So there we go. That one's kind of hanging right now. And I think I'm going to add this cute little guy over here. All right. And they're going to need a couple of lines, but not to worry because artists can always improvise. So I'm going to make this guy crisscross all the way over to here. And this guy, he's just gonna kind of angle down here. So I have lots of different lines angling all over the place, and I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe I'll add one more up here. And he's gonna crisscross these two, okay? So there's kind of a lot of space up here all by itself. All right, there we go. How about this one? There we go. Those look good. All right, so now I'm ready for a little bit of color. Remember how I told you yesterday, if you saw day 1, Alexander is known for his primary colors. See this stable and this one too. Has things hanging from it, kind of like ours is going to. And he loved red, as you see, but he also loved those primaries. So we are gonna give ours a little color. Here's the painting kind of like we did yesterday. So nice. This one too. Definitely looks like there's some kind of movement. And he was all about that, which is so much fun. So we're gonna paint today. I have my brush and I'm gonna go real quick because I know you have other things to do. All right, so I'm gonna start with red today because that is his favorite color and that's something I just discovered about him. And before I change colors, I'm gonna try to think of all the places I might like to put red. All right, and I think I can understand why he likes red. It's so bright and cheerful. All right, so I'm gonna pick a few good spots for the red. And you can do the same. If you have crayon, you can color in whichever spot. And if you're like, hey, Mrs. Eichhorst, I kind of would rather go with secondary colors, the greens, the purples, the oranges, hey, try it. See what it looks like. You might love it. And I know I will too. I'm gonna take this little spot up here. That's why I said it's okay for you to angle and intersect those lines because it gives us a few extra shapes to paint in. All right, so I have a couple of red. I might do this last one down here. And I'm not gonna paint the whole thing. We talked about this a little bit yesterday too. I always encourage my art friends, oh, color the whole thing, add lots of color. But you know what? Sometimes it's nice to have some white spaces, right? It really makes some of our other spaces pop. So you can decide. Alexander Calder left some of his white too, and I think he was right. It does really look so nice. It makes the black look so beautiful, and it really does pop. So you can decide. You're the artist, okay? So I'm gonna let that one be white. I'm gonna paint this little guy. And I think I might do this nice big one blue because blue is so great too. Let's see how that looks. I can't wait to see what you all come up with. Boys and girls, I hope everybody's gonna try to draw or paint or create something for our virtual art show. I already have a lot of great entries and we need lots and lots more. So please have your parents take a picture and you can send it to my email, iCourseC, it's up here, at mtcps.org, or you can text it to me at, I guess I have to think of my number, 586-894-8240. So I'll put that up here tomorrow so that you know, and you can text that to me if you want to, okay? Just your parents. All right, and I will put it in the art show. I can't wait to send that to you. All right, how does it look so far? Pretty good. How about this little guy right here? And this little guy down here. I'm gonna leave that one white. And there we have it. I like it. Yeah, it's good. What did I forget to do? Sign my name. You're right, in a tricky spot. So maybe I'm gonna put it right down here on this side today. All right, and who knows, I might play with it a little more. Maybe I'll extend this line down so that I have another shape. Maybe I'll add a few more lines out and off the page. That would give me another shape to paint, right? This one would be ready for paint if I did that. This one would be ready for paint. I could do like that. So see, extending our lines, giving some angles and intersections really gives us a few more choices. So I'm gonna finish this up, you finish yours up, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Make sure you gather some straws or maybe some pipe cleaners and some beads, because we're going to make a mobile together. All right? See you soon, boys and girls. Bye-bye.